We are live with Defenders of Phandelver. So you might have noticed as you pulled up, as you watched the intro, we revealed some of the additional Ultimate art for our players. Even though they have not unlocked all the Ultimate art yet, there's a reason for that. Because the first thing I get to announce today is that we are now live on Spotify. Our theme song's on Spotify for you to download. You just need to copy the QRL, or just look for us, or look for Arcane Anthems, who did an amazing job on making the music for that song and putting those lyrics, bringing those lyrics to life. So basically, long story short, I needed an album cover, and like, what better album cover than this for that? So I was like, well, I'm going to have to spoil the Ultimate art, but that's okay. It'll still be really cool when they come up for the first time. But I want to announce that first. Yeah, there's other stuff to announce too. Oh my God, we have so much to get through. Let's see, what else is going on? I need just a little bit of music in the background. No, that sounds crazy. We'll go with this. Okay. Some cool edgy music in the background. Can you guys hear it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yeah.
good. All right.
Very edgy. Very cool.
And chat, just let me know if it ever gets too loud. Okay, so next thing we have to announce. Oh my God, this channel has been absolutely blessed because we have been graced with 4 nominations for the Crit Awards. We have been nominated for Best Upcoming Channel on Twitch. We have been nominated for Best Series for Fears and Fortunes, Best Lyrical Song of the Year for Fears and Fortunes, and one of the stars of Fears and Fortunes, Howdy Love Darlin, aka Meadow, has absolutely killed it this season in her roleplay. Actually, both seasons, and so they've been nominated for Best Player in a D&D game. So we are really excited for that. We are letting everybody know if you can go and vote for us. Voting's open for everybody, and you can go vote for us. Those are on, like, I think each one of those is on a different page, but you'll find them as you go through it. You don't have to vote for everything, but if you do want to vote, please do. And if you vote for us, we'd really appreciate it. Little things like this, you know, the award's not huge. There's not like reward money or anything like that behind it, but it means the world to us, and it's an awesome nod of how we're doing here and tells us that people like our content. So we'd really appreciate it. And it helps to get the word out. So yeah, that is really, really cool. And next up, I have a bit of fan art to show off. This fan art was brought to us by Levi from Forgotten Adventures. Forgotten Adventures, of course, is the amazing group of artists that make all of the battle maps and tokens we make, or battle maps and tokens that we use here on this show, and they basically make the show happen. They're responsible for all of us being here, and we are eternally grateful for that. And one of them, just from the goodness of their hearts, because this wasn't part of their job, they made us fan art, and oh my God. You guys ready?
Yes.
I don't think you are.
What? Yeah.
Oh,
Oh my God.
wow.
That's awesome. That's incredible. Oh.
Just that moment when the guy like ran into the doorway and Navarra just cut him down with a held action. Very, very cool. And just like what we had with the penny art, there is a foiled version where they're using their Divine Smite. I talked to ours about it, and they were like, well, they didn't use Divine Smite in that moment. I'm like, I don't think it matters. It'd be really cool to see. So yeah, using the Divine Smite, looking absolutely awesome. I'll be putting those in our Discord soon. We are so lucky to get art like this, and it's really cool to see that people are loving the show. People at Forgotten Adventures and a bunch of you at home. We have been getting a lot of awesome comments on YouTube. Several of you said thank you for the entertainment. Another person said another hit from George and the fam. Absolutely, we really appreciate that. That was Bill Blass who said that. And yeah, fan art is amazing. Comments really help. It lets us know that we're doing a good job and that you want to see more. And we really appreciate it. It also helps boost the algorithm and things like that, which, you know, is like one of the most important things to getting out there and getting seen nowadays. But yeah, that's, oh my God, the art is so good. That's it for announcements. We have our show to get into. So without further ado, the last time we played, you guys just finished going through the Red Brand Ruffians hideout. You were able to slay pretty much everyone in there. You were able to get a whole bunch of loot. You were able to parlay with a strange creature with a like green skin and a giant green eye. And you were able to parlay with them to get some additional loot. Navarre, you specifically left with a sword. And you guys are heading out of the base. You're heading back to the town of Phandalin. Of course, it is night, but the sun is quickly rising. What do you guys do following your adventure?
Is Rashta still with us?
Yeah, Rashta will still be with you. They'd be heading back to town as well.
Don't know about you all, but I think I need a nap. I'd like to go to bed now. If that's
Technically,
all right.
Penny's not there. Sorry.
We've been through a lot
We should
today.
Return to Penny first.
Yes. Oh, yes. Sorry. My mind is all over the place. Yes.
If you want me to help you on the way back, I could carry you back.
You know what? I won't say no. That sounds really nice. Yep. Thank you. Yes.
Okay.
I think I'm going to grab a drink.
You guys head back. Where is everyone going to? So Alcor, you said you're going to get a drink.
Yeah, I'm going to head to the tavern.
Okay, Valandor, where are you heading?
I'll probably follow Alucor.
Okay. And Leo and Navarre, are you both heading to Leo's home?
Yeah, Navarro will drop off Leo and make sure Penny is all right, and then head to the tavern for drinks.
Wonderful. Give me one moment. Here we are. Okay. You guys arrive there, bringing you here. As you open the door in the middle of the night, Navarre, you walking in. Why are you not paying attention? 1 second. Okay. Yeah, Navarre, you show up carrying in Leo on your back. As you enter, Penny, you probably are waking up from this. You took care of the Drendar family, and they've made it back to their home safe and sound. And it doesn't seem like it's been a while. You don't think anyone's coming after you guys.
That's fair.
Thank you, Navarra. Do you want any stew or tea? Do you want a cup of tea? Anything?
You need sleep.
I'm awake at the moment. Would you like
No,
anything?
no, I will be fine. Get to
Okay.
bed.
Okay, I'm going to go to bed then.
Is Penny in here as well?
Mm-hmm. Penny, what do they
Penny's
see
up.
when they get home?
Penny has probably attempted to sleep because it's late, and more or less attempted, more like fell out from exhaustion. She's just like on her bed, not tucked in, kind of collapsed on top of it. And you just see like tons of yarn and like bits and bobs surrounding her. Like she's just like frantically trying to like do something to stay up to see you guys, but it failed.
She's still asleep.
She's like conked out. There's a bunch of new additions to her skirt that she's just like kind of sewn in, and there's like a little bit of like a weird like crocheted lump she currently got under her head that looks like half a body of an animal.
You did finish one.
That's true.
Gonna just tuck Penny in then before I go to bed. Just gently clear off all the yarn.
There's needles in the bed. Like she has not been safe.
Yeah,
without
I'm gonna
this.
be just try and gingerly take everything and then tuck her in.
All right.
Okay.
So
glad
you
she
tuck
made it
her
back.
in, and then what?
Navara, the sword that you got. Would you mind? Yes. Would you mind if I take it for the morning? Just to.
It's yours.
I'd love to read about the inscriptions and see what it holds. You'll get it back as soon as we reconvene.
That's fine with me.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Then you hand off your sword to Leo and Navarra. Are you heading to the tavern?
Yeah, they'll quietly just be like, good night, or good morning. And then they will head out to the tavern.
Be safe.
Okay. At the tavern, let's get there. Where are we? Here we are. Let's see. They're missing. Just turn them off. There we go. All right. We get to the tavern where you find waiting for you. Actually, just leaving is Cathlet and Oscar, who nod their head in respect to you, Navarra, as you enter, and then they head out. You see sitting at a table is a very exhausted-looking Sildar, as well as Valandor and Alucor.
Sildar, I saw your fight with the bugbear. You and the team did very well.
Yeah, it was, would have been nice if he didn't make it through, but we fared all right. Oscar really came through with the fire breath, I think.
Well, we appreciate your efforts to help us out. That was exactly what we needed. I'm glad you guys made it out safe.
I'm glad to see you guys made out safe, too. Any news? Did you find anything?
Well, the wizard, Whitestaff, escaped.
Glassstaff.
I keep getting his name wrong. I need to write this down. But he escaped.
Navarra comes in at that time probably just to like get a drink for Sildar, but be like, you need to write down a name? No, that seems like you. Okay. And like pushes Alu like a little bit so they can sit in the middle if they can. And we'll call someone over for drinks and especially something like good and warm like to eat for Sildar. You were saying? Sorry.
Alu's just gonna like, as Navarra pushes him, is gonna like grab whatever drink that he has and just like start to chug it like, oh, here we go. But like in a playful way. He's not actually upset, but just sort of like, here she is. But yes, I will write it down, Navarra. But thank you, Sildar.
Dwarven bartender Elsa, she comes over and you see her yawning. Are you guys are you guys staying up late? Is this some kind of celebration?
No celebration. Well, a celebration of sorts, but nothing to be too joyful about right now. Feels like we have more to do. But the bread is good, and the spread that you have is delightful.
All right then. I just Well, let me know when you're thinking of leaving. She like,
Do you do you close soon?
as soon as the last customer goes home for the night, I can get some rest.
Valandor kind of like looks around, sees nobody else in here, and goes, "I think we got some time."
Okay. They like kind of morose head back to the bar where you see like they try to keep themselves busy. It's probably
And then
like an hour, and you'll eventually see them just slumped over, like drooling on the bar.
I'll lean in closer and I'll go, "We actually really don't have much time. I think I'm more interested in the connection between the redcoats and the goblins, the bugbears, all of those creatures. A hand enforcing power over the city and creatures down within the outskirts of the city proper, also looking to exercise that power. I think it's quite interesting and quite alarming."
Yeah. Any sign of maybe Gundren or Riano?
Unfortunately, no. We were able to
Damn.
rescue some family that was kidnapped, but we did not see Gundren.
Well, at least, we didn't... I guess no news might be better than some news in some circumstances, so at least there's still hope.
Indeed. We have the feeling that he's at a different location since this group and the group in that cave that we were last at were connected. So there's still more to do.
The bugbear I fought mentioned something. He said he'd have fun feeding me to the hounds at Cragmaw. Cragmaw mean anything to you guys?
Alakor looked to Valandor and Navarre. Cragmaw was not the place that we were at last, right? The first cave?
So technically that was called the Cragmaw Hideout. Your characters might not know that in character. But to just give an explanation for you guys, Cragmaw is the name of this band of goblins and bugbears. So they probably have some other place they're referring to as Cragmaw.
Okay.
Nothing comes to mind necessarily. But now, Sildar, you said Cragmaw. One more time.
He said something about feeding me to the hounds at Cragmaw. He said he'd throw me off the ramparts, which makes me think it might be a castle.
Castle.
Yeah. I'm not sure where we would start looking for such a thing, but at least we know maybe what we're looking for.
Indeed. We have a really good tracker here. He's gonna like nudge Navarre.
Well,
So,
Castle.
what?
do we find ourselves in a situation where we would like to follow this lead and see potentially where this Cragmaw keep or castle is located? Or do we exercise a bit of caution and prepare ourselves for more of these redcoats, if there may be more?
Might be worth someone staying up, keeping watch over the town at night, but that's I think the best thing we can do is keep trying to look for leads, see if we can find this place. I mean, just because we find it doesn't mean we have to go running in, but we keep looking for leads and we keep trying to get support where we can. I'm sure you guys have other things you can do about town. Plus, you all deserve rest, right? So
We should rest, but I could help keep watch at night, help the townspeople get some kind of post set up for a while, and then during the day, I can track and at least figure out where it is. That would be my priority. The thing that I want to do here in town, I don't really... Yes, I want to make sure things are safe if we would have to leave for a little bit.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, well, hey, look. He raises a glass. Great job tonight. I'm glad we were able to save some lives. Here's hope to the future, right?
To the future.
Toast to you
Hope.
guys.
Thank you, Sildar.
Of course. The rest of you then, get rest. I know I need it, so can't imagine what you're all going through.
Certainly.
And, yeah, I'll catch you in the morning. He gets up. He leaves a couple pieces of silver for Elsa, and he heads to bed.
Perhaps I can also help Navarra if that is what you wish. I will be outside. Give you a moment if you wish, but I feel I need to stretch myself and get ready.
Certainly. Alu will put his hand on Navarra's shoulder, not looking at her yet. A word?
You already said one.
You're so funny. So funny. Oh, like pinches his nose.
It just like kind of shrugs it off and like, fine.
I like to think we're brave people, but I think we have been avoiding something. I saw your memories. I saw everything. I
And
understand your pain for seeing the way things turned out. If I were an archdruid, maybe I'd have more control, certainly. But I didn't know that you weren't there.
great. Well, you are one of 2 people who know that I abandoned my post. How lucky.
Lucky, yeah. Why did you really come out here? Was it really to kill me, or is it something
The
else?
grove was burnt down, and yes, I abandoned my post, but I found fault in that, and not within myself.
Alu like tilt his head to the side, like he's generally trying to understand, but he is a little confused. You said you stayed for months to help with the recovery. I don't doubt that, but why didn't you stay?
The reason I left my post, the reason I gave in to give up, I guess, something that I've sworn to do to protect the grove with the rest of the protectors, they also left. And here I was, day in, day out, cleaning up a mess that I could have prevented, and everything inside of me was yelling, traitor, 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 and it had to be my head, my thoughts really calling out to me. But I saw you, and the anger burned Alucor. And it burned every day, seeing people I couldn't help, the grove destroyed. And every night when I would go to bed, I would write down your name because it hurt too much to write down my own. And it became like an oath that I held in my heart until all I knew was fury. And the only thing that could satisfy it is to find you.
Alo's gonna just look down to his feet as she says these things, like a bit of shame, and a sense of understanding that kind of rage. I wish I could say I know what that pain feels like. I am sorry. I am. But
Do me a favor.
sure.
Apologies to me. They are like sand and dust. They just fall out of people's mouths so easily, and I don't trust them. Your actions seem to show that you are truly apologetic, so I like to believe that over words.
I understand. I understand, but unlike the council, you did see the rot through my memories. I hope that is enough to show that I had the best of intentions. But we move on, I suppose. There's nowhere else we can go. Certainly can't go home. And Alu will stand.
As they stand up, they'll kind of hold their hand still down. And as Navarra's sitting up, they look up at them with like a little bit of their shifter form just showing. Best of intentions, but with the worst of consequences. Do you understand? That anger is not gone. The rot is a reason, but it does not justify for me how much was hurt afterwards. I am willing to understand. I'm willing to hear you out. But I've seen the burns. It's hard. It's really hard.
Navarra, if you were there, what would you have done? Alu just like a stone cold face looking at her.
All silence, and they're just keeping that eye contact of like, we agree to disagree, kind of like we see where we each stand, and they will slowly let go. And all I said was I was open. Is this talk done?
Yeah. I'll see you in the morning. And he'll get up and leave.
Okay. Elsewhere. So actually, first, Navarre, are you staying up tonight to watch over the town?
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a con save.
13.
13. You're able to stay awake throughout the night. You do not get the benefits of a long rest, but you are able to stay up over the night and keep watch. That's assuming you don't take a long rest. I'm assuming Valandor helping you might be able to. But the question is, would you do that?
With Val, yes.
Okay. Yeah, then go ahead. You can take a long rest. As you guys keep watch over the town, it is uneventful over the night. No reinforcements coming to help the Red Brands. Nothing seems to be disturbing anything. However, just want to check in. Leo, did you go straight to sleep?
I almost. Just out of general anxiety, she would have cast ritual cast alarm from the front door, around the windows in the kitchen, and then gone just to do a little bit of reading with the sword before tucking in, completely exhausted. She got stabbed a lot, so she's not having a great time.
Give me investigation as you look into the sword a little bit.
Roll. I think I just do this. That is a 17 plus 5. I have to do math now. I'm so sorry. Investigation plus 5. That's a 22.
Okay, yeah. You, as you read into the sword, you get, it's very quick. You're able to read up on the history. Everything I told you last week, if you need a refresher on, I'm happy to send that to you. But yeah, essentially this sword was at one point owned by one of the noble families who lived in that house, the Tresendars. And they died defending it from raiders. Essentially poor people on the countryside who, wanted the benefits that this family had with their money. And so they raided it, took over the place, trashed it, stole everything they could. And this sword was there fighting to the last moment. Okay. You get all of that, and then you look down and you see you found some spell scrolls.
Yes.
And with this investigation check, last you looked at them, you weren't able to put something together, but you're looking at them, and the spell scrolls, they look similar to the ones that you found at Yarno's.
That's strange. I'll pull out the book and just
Which book?
look at the book that I borrowed that had Charm Person.
Right.
The spell book. And can I look and see if like the handwriting has any similar quirks?
Yeah, there are similar quirks to it. The question,
Like, how do they dot their I's?
It's correct. They usually dot it with like a quick dash, but as you look at that, there's two possibilities here. The first being maybe that they're a supplier for these people, or they may have taken these from them, or even maybe broke in after you did.
Oh, gods. Okay. I'll deal with it in the morning. I'm going to go to bed now. No more staying up and reading.
You
I'll
head
take
to
my long
sleep.
rest.
Give me a wisdom saving throw as you sleep.
Oh, God. Ah, 6.
You have a really
Oh, sorry.
rough
8.
You have a really rough night as you have this dream, and in the dream everything's sort of dark and there's like dancing lights around you, but you start feeling this choking sensation in your throat, like you can't stop it, and you start grasping at your throat and you feel your lungs burning as you try to breathe and you just can't. That's sort of what wakes you up in the morning as the sun rises in Phandalin. It is a brand new day. What would you guys like to do?
I need to go see a therapist or something. Penny, are you awake?
I'm up.
Can you put the kettle on, please?
You didn't die. That's it. Yes.
I'm alive.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm alive. I'm gonna roll myself out of bed.
Penny's up doing tea.
Disheveled again, everything.
You look great.
Thank you. so much. I appreciate that. How did you
Here's
sleep?
tea.
Oh, thank you.
I stayed up as long as I could, but then I fell asleep on accident.
That's
but
okay.
you're back, so I'm assuming everything went great.
As great as it can be. Everyone's dead.
Wait, what?
No, wait, no. Sorry, poor choice.
Oh,
No, they're alive.
okay.
Probably had too much to drink at the tavern, but they're all alive. All the red brands are gone, that we know of.
Okay.
So, I don't know.
Everyone got out okay?
Yes, everyone's fine. We ended up meeting. We went with Rashta, the other girl that we rescued from the prison bus. When you took the family back, Rashta stayed with us, and turns out she is Nandro's wife. Nandro's wife. So that was quite a crossover.
Does she know where he is? 'Cause
Yeah,
he's
she's looking for him.
Oh.
So she's here as well. You'd love her. She's so wonderful. But she's looking. We kind of have a mutual interest as the sister-in-law of Gundren. Definitely worth speaking to again. But she's here. Everyone got out. Navarra got a sword. That was cool.
Nice.
Yeah, it's a cool sword. There was a lot of burning things. We met a really weird, creepy-looking guy that read into our minds. There's been a lot of that. I'm not a fan of that. I think that's where my dreams are coming from. All the nightmares. I'm not a fan of them. I could be wrong. That's just a hypothesis. But anyways, I'm gonna eat my porridge now. Should we go get porridge? Actually, I don't want to make it. Can we go to the tavern, please?
Yes, that is yes. Oh, and she runs out of the room. She's gonna grab what was on her bed last night that she was actively working on and finish at the wee hours. And you just see it's like a dog, very obviously a little handmade plushie. It's like, isn't it sweet? I thought it would be nice because also Navarra and Valandor got really beat up, and I thought that they might like this because I know that I like hugging something when I'm getting better.
I love this.
I just
The six legs really make it just so unique.
Oh,
I love it.
yeah. I think maybe I just figured the pattern wrong. Or
No. I think it's
do you
wonderful.
think Navarra's gonna like it, or
She's going to love it.
Okay.
Absolutely adore it.
Because I have an idea for one that I want to give Valandor, but he's still a little bit too scary. Not scary.
Oh.
I don't know if he'd like it. So I'm gonna
I think
wait.
he would love it.
Yes. Let's bring him apples. He'd like apples.
Okay,
I'm gonna just
yes,
run out,
why
grab
not?
some apples.
Yeah, grab some apples. I'm gonna grab a cloak and just like bundle up as I'm walking. And we're
Did you
gonna
get much sleep, even with the nightmares, or what did you dream of?
Honestly, the dream wasn't anything exciting. It was dark and there were flashing lights, and I dreamed that I was suffocating.
Oh.
Quite fun.
Penny, you've had
It's
dreams
not-
like that.
Yeah. Penny feels bad because she hasn't had one in a while. Well, I mean, you're always there for me when I have bad ones, and I haven't had one in a bit, and I don't. If you
Oh,
need
that's-
anything, I don't.
Well, the tea that you made was absolutely perfect, so thank you.
Okay.
As long as you're not having dreams, it is all okay. Okay?
Okay.
Shall we go get porridge?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
We'll go to the tavern.
Yeah, you guys head to the Stonehill Inn, and there. Does anyone at the Stonehill Inn when they get there?
If Val and Navarra were up, like keeping watch, possibly, they
You
would
guys can be
probably
at the bar.
maybe eating breakfast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Makes sense. Okay.
Navarra will at least drop something for them, be like, I didn't steal this, but here you go, apple thief. You know, I'd be like, I don't know, something different, a different fruit.
I appreciate the diversity. Thank you.
Gotta keep you sharp.
I'll say that if maybe just like a quick note, if like at any point maybe during the watch or maybe this morning, Navara, if you're perceptible, you would have just have seen out of like a nervous tick, Valandor plays a lot with this ring in his finger. He like turns it inside his palm, outside, inside, outside, puts it in, puts it out. Like it's just kind of like a, you know, and he maintains composure. There isn't no fidgeting from his body, but his like right hand is just sort of like, you know, fidget central, I guess.
Mm. You know when you're sitting next to a friend who's shaking their leg, and like the table shaking, Navara will literally put their hand over like their hand and the ring, and look at them. Everything all right?
Everything's perfect. Everything all right with you?
Everything's all right with me. Okay. And then they just taps it and like, I guess we'll talk later. And then we'll or get porridge or something. Or tacos. I don't know. What's a good morning breakfast after a long watch? Oh, Leo.
Navarre, we have presents.
Yes.
Little fox, you made presents.
Can we get 2 porridges, please? She'll say to the
Yeah, right away.
Thank you so much. I'll walk over to Val and just place an apple in front of him and squeeze his shoulder, and then go back to Penny.
I stack another one on top of it.
Pretty soon I'll probably run out of space to store all these apples in.
Maybe you should start eating them. Just a thought.
That's a good point.
I feel like
Perhaps you can learn
all
to
I've
bake.
been doing.
An apple pie would be lovely. I can't bake for anything. I'd love to have one, though.
I'm not allowed near a stove.
No, she's not.
I haven't had a good apple pie in so long, so you should
Oh,
probably get
Val, there you go.
Well, I'll just look. I'll look to the barkeep and I'll go, as discreetly as possible. I'll just sort of like look to them and go, hey, excuse me, do you sell apple pie? And 2, do you know anybody who knows how to cook an apple pie or make an apple pie?
You're not from the country, are you?
I'm not too savvy with
Can we hear
the
this?
elements of.
Yeah, I mean, it's right in front of you.
Navarre, like, if they're sipping coffee or something, they're just.
Yeah, it's like I'm leaning into the barkeep, but I'm not. I'm just not being perceptive of the area
Leo's
around me.
giggling as well.
So secretive.
They're giving like Penny like a good look, like pretty much if they're looking at Leo, turn to Leo, but like getting Penny a good advantage to just watch this like firsthand. We're gonna get apple pie.
Yeah, I think I can
Can't wait.
scrounge up some apple pie. You want it made with this apple specifically?
I have plenty, but yes, you can begin with these.
Okay. She takes
I'll just
them.
like.
Yeah.
I'll look to Penny and I'll go, sort of give her like a nod of like. Perfect. We'll get you some pie at some point.
Yay.
She heads off. I just need to. She, as discreetly as possible, just like puts the apples with other ones they have, and then goes to get one of the fresh apple pies they have.
Made.
And yeah, eventually you guys have food.
Pie for breakfast is great.
Penny, you hand over your new plushie, I'm guessing.
Oh yeah, she just like slides it across the table. It's like, you were very bloody when I left, and so I thought you might like this because I made it while I was staying up for you guys. And Leo said that there might be too many legs, but I think that you might still like it. So and give you my little fucked up doll
No,
plush
no, I
dog.
said it gives it character. I think
Yes.
it's wonderful. It's a
I
good
haven't
thing.
named it yet, but I thought that you might like to name it because it's yours technically.
There's like a look without the pupils. It's hard to tell, but if there's like a wide eye sort of like look that Valandor can give, and sort of like look at the amount of legs, I just look over and I go, "That's incredibly thoughtful of you, Penny. I appreciate this. I will display it properly in my home, our home, with Alucor."
Was the gift for Valandor or for Navara?
Oh, sorry.
Petty's just like gonna freeze and be like, "Oh, I thought I was gonna make you one, but I didn't.
Oh,
if
you know.
I have an
mm-mm,
idea
no.
for one. Do you
It's-
want me
it's
to?
all right.
No, it's better if it's a surprise.
No, you know. I like.
You can
this.
have it. I can make another.
No, I really misunderstood the
It
situation.
should go to a good home with, 2 parents.
2 loving parents, yes.
Yes, but if it's not for me, Penny, the guilt would consume me.
Well, I mean, if everyone, Penny's freaking out. She's never been in this
Oh,
scenario. before. If you,
like,
I don't
hold
want
the
Alucor
plushie
to
in.
not.
Oh,
I mean, I
no,
can
it-
make one
it
for
feels-
everybody if you want. I just,
You have time to
I
make
need
more.
so much more yarn.
We will get you more yarn.
Go get some.
I need yarn.
And Navarro will pull the plushie in, count 6, got it. Perfect amount of legs. They'll be real stable. I like that. Great. And they'll sit them on the counter and look at them and be like, "Are you ready to swear and protect and do what you need to do? Are you sure? Can you do that? Can you?" And then see if the plushie kind of moves. Good. That's what I like to see. All right. I will think of your name next time, dog. And very cutely, completely only for Penny, but very so out of character for everyone else. Just says "Thank you, Penny."
Okay, good. Just so apologize. I'll get a new one. You'll be the first one that I finish next, and then I need to do one for Alucor too, probably, because you can't just have that one. It can't just be the one.
It's all right.
Yeah.
It's okay. I appreciate it. And Valandor is not looking at you because he's trying to just deal with the situation as best as he can. He's like, really, it's quite all right. Alucor wouldn't have let me bring it anyway, so it's okay.
Leaning over to
Alucor
Lady.
doesn't like stuffies.
No,
I think
it's
if I
not
could
that
at that
he
moment,
doesn't.
could
Yeah.
you walk into the tavern?
Absolutely.
As he says so.
Alucor, do you not like animals? I thought that you turned into a wolf, and I mean, if you don't want one,
Yeah.
it doesn't
What?
have
It's
to.
gotten out of hand.
What do you? Don't what? What's
I
going
sort
on?
of come up behind Alucor in the best possible way, and I just sort of nothing. We're just eating. We can have this conversation at a later time.
But why would
And
they
he's
think I
worried
don't
that the
like
2 of you
animals?
wouldn't want to adopt a stuffy together and give it a loving home and raise it together.
Here.
I'm so Good morning.
You're not going to adopt them. I'm going to call them dog, and I will adopt them.
Navarre said something about a 2-parent home, and I mean, I guess that works because you live together. So,
They
yeah,
They do.
yeah. I'll make 2, and then they can be like you guys, and they can also live together. It's just she's eating porridge and thinking.
Alucor's just looking at Valandor like, what did you say?
And
How
I'll-
much sugar did you put in your porridge?
And I'll look to Alucor and very
None,
much
this is
like
just my energy.
Navarra's just hiding the biggest smirk. I do want to say, Penny, this is incredible. I do love the extra legs.
I feel like you can make it go faster, and if you get a friend, you need one that goes fast because you're very fast.
That's great thinking there. If this one is not for me and is for the loving home, and they just hand it over, I can't wait to see what you make me.
It's a little dog. It can be everyone's. I'm gonna make everyone's gonna have one, and it's gonna be great. Penny
By
just
the way,
sits the dog up.
Thank you, Levy, again from Forgotten Adventures.
Yes.
Forgotten Adventures didn't have a dog plush, let alone a dog plush with 6 legs. And
Oh.
they came through making one for us. We really appreciate it. This is, yeah,
It's
very
so
cute.
Yeah,
And a little creepy.
Navarra. Navarra loves it. They just hold it out, and if Alu and Val don't like actually make a move for it, they like playing with it, and then finally like tucks it under their like arm.
You have like a little
He's
purse,
fine
like a
now.
little purse dog.
Give me an insight check, Alu and Valandor.
Totally.
Navarra would be the most terrifying small dog mom. Don't talk to me or my son ever.
It's a 19 for me.
19.
11.
Allegor, there's a moment when like Navarre offers the doll, and Navarre, you tell me if this is wrong. It feels right. But there's a moment when like you see in their eyes, if you take this doll, you will die.
Yeah.
Even though they're offering it's like, yeah.
100% like Rosa from Brooklyn Nine-Nine, where they're like, I will fight you now. If anything happens to dog, this is over.
Alukor is gonna like go over in like whispering range to Valandor. It's a trap. She wants the dog. Just leave it.
Just very much agreeing, but to the step. Like, yes, I agreed. This whole situation has been quite embarrassing.
Great.
Okay.
All
What are you guys up to as you guys enjoy your breakfast? Eventually, apple pie is brought out. One moment. But yeah, eventually apple pie is brought out. Anything you guys want to do or look into for today?
I will go to the group. Should we at some point visit the mayor? It seems like we might want to
Oh,
update
God.
him.
Yes.
I don't like him. Let me just be clear. But
I know. That was more of a reaction to we have to talk to that man again.
yeah, he sucks. He really, really sucks.
He is miserable.
He doesn't have good fitting clothing.
At all. You'd think he'd have a
Mm.
tailor, but he doesn't. Or doesn't seem to. I don't know. But we might want to update him on the latest situation.
As you guys are all saying, like, oh, he sucks, you hear, my friends, hello!
Good morning.
Hi,
It's,
sir.
so I hear you've been very busy.
Yes.
Quite.
We have.
Oh, well, very good. Very good. I appreciate all you have done. He's like patting you guys on the back, Navarra and Penny
no.
specifically.
I'm good.
I'm gonna move
and-
his hand off of Penny and shove it down to his side.
Well, you do. I heard you had an eventful night, and there's no one stirring about the old manor house anymore. So
Mhm.
I think you're all entitled to a reward. Yeah.
Lovely.
I
Please.
certainly agree with that.
And yeah, they will go ahead and provide you with some reward. Give me one moment while I make sure I have that right. But yeah, really, they were a terrible nuisance. Never wanted them here to begin with. So thank you again. And yeah, they will give you guys. He will offer you 200 gold for dealing with them.
It's
This would get
40
me so much yarn.
Thank you so much. That is
Of course!
rather
And
generous.
it's just a small token from the town for our appreciation. And he looks at like some of the people in the town and he's like, to our wonderful heroes! And there are a few people who like, yeah, it's early, so like it's not like a huge crowd. But yeah, no, people do seem grateful when they hear the news.
That's good.
And you're sure the red cloaks are you sure you're done with the red cloaks? There's no more potential of them arriving or coming through at any point.
You think more of them will show up?
I'm not sure. I think we handled this as many as we could, but it seems that the thread runs deeper.
You see like a look of worry on their eyes as they look at all of you. Does anyone speak up to try and smooth things over, or?
More of a question than anything else.
Yeah.
We took care of every single one that we saw. There's no one left in the town or around the town as far as we're aware. But we can also, just for ease of mind and everything, we can set up a watch system, perhaps, just to make sure that everyone feels as safe as possible.
Yes, of course. Half of that, he points to the gold he already gave you. Half of that was actually for that. Yeah, to pay for your watch services. Thank you so much.
Of course, yes, no, of course.
We've done one watch. We will need more, and we're not going to stay in here in this town for every night. You understand?
Make an intimidation check.
Let's go. Get that money.
Navarra, I have an idea about that as well. I'll tell you
I'm
later.
going to use my advantage. I'm sorry.
Yeah!
Why is this girl
Yeah!
like not just get one intimidation check?
You're talking about from your bar or elsewhere? Where else do you have advantage from?
I have my inspiration ticked. I'm going to do that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, go for it.
Got it. That's a 17.
17. Well, yes, we can get more funds for you. Didn't realize I was trading one red cloak for another.
Hey.
No.
We
No,
need
no, no.
people in the town and a watch that is set up consistently on the hour or every other hour or every 12 hours if you can't find enough people. And that gold that you are hoping to spend it on us should be shared with them.
Yes, well, I will have to look into that. But a delightful idea, of course. And you see Sildar comes out. I'll help you with the arrangements. It's all right. Oh, thank you, Sildar. Please, thank you. Well, I do have to get going, and they very nervously rush out as quick as they can.
Bye.
That went well.
Yeah.
I felt like that went exactly how I expected it to be.
Indeed, he's so slimy.
Oh, I thought he was just sweaty. Both.
There's a place for bureaucrats like that. He deals with people from Neverwinter and the Lord's Alliance and stuff like that. So, you try not to pay him too much mind or let him bother you. He means well.
Of course. How are you doing, Sildar? Didn't see you last night.
I'm surviving. Yeah. I'm glad to see you're all okay. I gave a toast last night to you all. Job well done. So, yeah, we just gotta see what we can find on this Cragmaw Castle or whatever it is.
Yes, I might be able to do some reading about that. See if I can find anything.
Yeah, if you can. Otherwise, yeah, we can. Suppose ask around and maybe do some investigating.
Absolutely.
But yeah, just as it's kind of. I wish we had found Yarno or Gundren or. Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
But we'll find them.
Yeah, I know. Look, I'll leave you all to it. Let me know if you need anything. I'll be arranging a nightly watch with some of the community members.
Sildar, actually, about that. Do you mind if I speak to you outside for a moment?
Yeah, sure.
I want to be out of earshot of the barkeep
Mhm.
for this. I have an idea. So a little while back, Alu and I spoke to Greska, the barkeep for where the Red Brands kind of took over, and that tavern. And I was thinking, because we did promise her that we could try and put in a good word, because she was also severely affected by the Red Brands. Perhaps we could organize an interest meeting and just general meeting space over there to bring her some customers. She really does mean well.
Give me a persuasion check. The DC is not very high.
Okay. Oh god. Oh, this is so nervous. 14.
Yeah. Yeah. I suppose we could do that. It's not like it matters where we drink or meet up. So.
Exactly.
Small town. Yeah.
Just to help a bit, because it's those Red Brands really took over her establishment and drove lots of people away. So I think it would be kind.
Yeah. Sure thing. It's nice of you to look out for them. Yeah, I'll arrange the first meeting with people there.
Wonderful. Thank you.
No problem. And they head off. And what about the rest of you?
I'll go back in to meet up with the group.
Good chat.
Okay. Yes. I'll tell you about it
Did
later.
you sleep well?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Let me go back to eating my porridge.
I don't know if I could do insight on that, but that
Sure.
seems like
If you want to make
It's a
deception,
side-eye.
you can, or we can just set the DC at 10.
Oh, she's a terrible liar.
Yeah.
got negative
My
one
constitution
modifier.
is 12, so I'm just gonna use that.
Okay.
Okay. Sleep. What sleep you did?
I did close my eyes and sleep. Yes.
And nothing happened in between from closing those eyes and opening them?
Oh, just the usual. Oh, your sword! I have your sword. Here you go.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
What did you find?
Well, it was originally of the Trisandars. They were the ones who had that manor and kept it and lived in it. And then one day the manor was attacked by raiders, and the Trisandar family died defending it, and the sword was down where we found it. It was fighting until its keeper's last breath. Lord Trisandar? Do I know who specifically had the sword?
Yeah, it was Lord Trisendar.
Lord Trisandar. So he did die, and that's kind of when the manor fell into disrepair. But battle, lots of battle it saw. So not sure if
They
it was
take-
good battle, but perhaps it can be used for good.
Well, it watched, I guess, its keeper fight till its last breath, so I guess it's telling. And they're thinking to themselves, like, wow, this really does fit, fit for Navarro. And just like, thank you. The
Of course.
added context really really helps. And they'll whisper this to Leo. This used to be my name.
I'm gonna whisper back. Talon.
There are protectors that I was part of, a group. And we all had names. Easier than to say your full name when you're out scouting. This was mine. I haven't been called this in a long time, so to see this again it's like a bittersweet memory. So thank you. And then they'll sheath the sword and put it on their back. Because I believe it's a long sword, right?
Yep. And thank you, Android Grace, for updating Navarro's token with said longsword. Yeah.
Oh, it looks so cool.
That's sick.
Navarro's just here with a 6-legged dog plush and a new longsword.
They also have a glaive and a javelin. I don't know how they're moving around, so this is just the most bulky. It's like, excuse me. Oh, nope. Be careful. Don't touch dog.
You also
Don't
technically have
even
a
look at him.
shield, right?
Yes. Oh my god.
Yeah, it's okay.
Where?
We don't think about that in just the
Yeah.
roleplay segments. It's fine. But yeah, so you have your sword, you have your plush. Is there anything you guys want to do in terms of your investigations?
Can I go either to my library or a place with lots of books to read about castles in the area, not necessarily named Cragmaw, but just castles that have either fallen into ruin and disrepair or haven't been used in ages, just any that are in the general vicinity?
Sure. You head off to do that. Are you taking anyone with you?
I'm gonna go read. Would anyone like to come?
I wouldn't mind spending time among the pages. I'll join you.
Yes. Okay, fantastic.
Okay.
Okay.
You guys head off. What about the rest of you? What do you guys want to do?
Penny now has a lot of money, so she is very excited to go to the craft store. She's like, I need to get to work. I think I know what I'm gonna do. I need more buttons. A lot of buttons. And then I run off to go to the craft store.
Gone. Okay.
Navarra is going to go to an area in the town where they can practice with their like javelin, their glaive, their longsword, and possibly meet up with anyone who could be part of the watch, or like, you know, just if there are people who hang around there.
Okay. All right. So you're going to practice. And what about you, Valandor?
Dog.
Well, I mean, above the table, what are we looking to do? Kind of spread out, so get information on Cragmaw. Do we want to get? I mean,
You also have other jobs. You recently spoke to the priestess about
Yes. The hairbrush.
speaking to a
comb.
Agatha,
Yeah.
and I think there was something else. I can't remember it though. I don't think there was anything else.
Yeah, it was the give Agatha the silver comb embedded with jewels as a gift, and inquire about Sister Galeri's spellbook.
Yes, that's correct.
Would I know where I could possibly begin as to, like, do I go to a, like, would I sort of get the inclination that I would have to head to like a church? I mean, no, because I met the.
Yeah, no, you met the sister. You have. She's looking for an important spell book. She would like you to ask this spirit once again. She kind of warns you that they are dangerous, but if you bring a gift, that like they seem to like baubles, so maybe that'll help.
Okay, maybe I'll follow out as soon as Navarra leaves, and then I'll probably head in the direction of wherever Penny went.
Okay.
And then see if I can go to the store and pick up something.
Well, you already have she gave you a bauble. The
Oh.
Yeah. It's just a
Gotcha.
matter of going there and speaking to this spirit. If you want to, if you want to attempt to do that yourself, you can. It'll keep you busy for most of the day. But yeah, that would be up to you. Think about it.
I mean,
We'll
yeah,
come back.
everybody's gone. Yeah, for sure.
Okay. So, Leo and Alucor, you guys head first to Leo's library at her house. Go ahead and give me, Leo, you can do a history check.
Okay. That is a 15.
15. Let's see. What stuff are you able to find about this place? Okay. One moment.
Ali, why don't you take that shelf up there? I'll take this one down here.
So
You're taller, you can reach it much easier.
Yes.
I don't want to bring the ladder around.
Would it be helpful if I just called out the names of the books?
Yes, that would be wonderful.
Excellent. He'll just be like rumbling through and just like rattling off names.
Maybe grab that one. Yes, that one
Like,
sounds good.
Omar Elminster? Does that sound
Yes,
like-
yes, wonderful. Oh, that one's a really good one. Oh, also that one up there. Do you see in the top right corner, please?
Yep.
Yeah, that one. Yes.
As far as ruins go, I mean, there's many. As you start going through it, there are many, many ruins in the land of Faerun. So this castle, abandoned or ruined castles or keeps they're sort of all over the place, and finding the right one can be very tricky. You do read up on one ruin, a place known as the Old Owl Well, and that at one point was a castle, but now all that remains is this well that was dug into one of the towers. And it's not likely that that's the place, but maybe. It's not far from the ruins of a town called Conyberry.
Okay, well, this might be interesting to go investigate. Don't think it would be where they'd hide out. Is it like in a well-fortified area that I would know of? Like, is it just in the forest? Is it near a mountain?
The Old Owl
Is
Well?
it- Yeah.
It's out in the hills east of here. You probably would want some company, but it's it's no more dangerous than what the original trip Gundren was taking. So
Okay.
could you be ambushed by goblins, perhaps, or you might get there a-okay.
Okay.
Just a matter of chance.
Okay. This could be interesting to investigate. It's nearby. It's near an old ruined town.
Mhm.
But it's not what I would consider a good base of operations, I suppose. I don't think, at least. Not from what I can tell.
Understandable. Yeah. I guess if anything, the manor might have had a similar situation, old, dilapidated,
It's
but
true.
they had a base underground, so
That's a good point. It is a well, so perhaps it does lead to some sort of tunnel system. Maybe there is something worth investigating there.
certainly.
So,
I will be kind of like nervous as he asked this. By chance, when you were looking at books, did you see anything on druidic magic, perhaps?
druidic magic. Oh, well, it is a very fascinating subject. Have I seen anything on druidic magic by chance?
You can go ahead and give me an Arcana check.
Lucky. That's a 14.
You don't have anything. That's really like a specialty subject. You think there might be something like that at Yarno's, in terms of just like books on different schools of magic and different casters and their abilities.
Well, not in my own personal library, but now that the Red Browns are gone, perhaps we could go check out Iano's store again and perhaps visit his extensive library. I know he won't mind because I've already paid him money. He doesn't know that I paid him money, but I did pay him money. So we could
Did
go
you-
check that out.
I mean, yes, but did you break into this man's home? A person's home?
No, the window was open. And I know him, so it's fine.
Leo.
It's fine. I
Okay,
said
fine.
I put money under the door and I left him a note. And I may have broken the window, but that doesn't matter. Because I left money to also fix the window, so it's fine.
The
Do you
most
remember when I was being chased by a red brand and I had a
do.
gash on my leg?
indeed.
It was from falling out of the window on my way out.
Quite a generous thief. Well, okay. I would love to visit, but Yarno's.
Am I really a thief if I didn't actually take anything that wasn't mine? Actually, I did. No, it's fine. I left money for it. I bought it and borrowed it, and it's fine. And he's not here, so he won't know. And I was going to return it before he came back and still leave the money for it, so it's fine. The money's already in his. Anyways, let's go to Giannis. Let's go to Giannis. I think we should leave now.
Yeah, let's do it. Thank you for your insights, Leo, as always.
Oh, also that little fire spell that you did last night. Was it the little bonfire that you did? Very
Yes.
nifty. I liked that. Been trying to figure out how to do it myself. So if you have any tips, we'd love to know.
Sure, I would absolutely love to learn some more about spellcasting and trade secrets.
Splendid.
Yeah, I'll say, and he gets kind of like, he kind of like looks off into space. Been learning I need to get better at using my magic.
Well, welcome to the club. I don't know what I'm doing. Don't know if that's ever been clear. I hope I hide it well, but all of mine just comes from the town, and I've kind of been teaching myself.
You've been doing
So-
great so far.
Thank you. As of you,
I appreciate that. Shall we?
we shall.
Okay, you guys head out. Penny, you head to the craft store. I'm guessing Valandor might be behind you. As you guys head there, how much craft stuff are you trying to buy?
Penny kind of knows color-wise what she goes for. White's gray is like some very, very soft yarn, but the thing that she really gets stumped on, and probably if Valandor's still like falling behind, if he clocks where she's going, she's just standing before this giant bin of buttons, and there's like 6 different shades of black buttons, and she's losing her mind over which she picks. Just sorting through, shifting like very quickly. Like, no, that's not. Maybe? No. Oh, Valandor, come in here. Stand here. Okay. Then she just starts putting buttons up to you and like trying to figure out what color your eye is based off of what button she can get. This is hard. You don't know a lot of. No, your eyes are very pretty. It's a very nice color. But it's just, I need to figure out the exact color. And it's also like light doesn't really affect. Your eyes don't make sense. She's very pissed about this. She's trying to color match.
Like a parent who's like super supportive but has no idea what like video games are to their kids and stuff. Very much just kind of like, just there supporting Penny, really. Just every now and then when she raises up a button, I'll try to like hold it and then like put it next to my eye and go, I'm sorry, my eyes don't make sense.
No, it's like a fun kind of don't make sense, like a puzzle.
Oh,
Yes. You know what? I'm not gonna worry about this. She just grabs handfuls of all the different colors of blacks, throws them in the bag, and then I don't know how much this is worth to the little shopkeeper, because she's very sweet, and she just gives over like 5 gold pieces. I think this is good. Is it good?
You said 5 gold pieces?
Yeah.
No, that's way too much. That's way too much. And they give you back like 4 gold pieces.
Okay.
For the amount of
Okay.
craft stuff you buy, a gold is plenty. And so yeah, you load up on craft stuff. You have everything you need to make whatever you want to make next.
I'm just rattling. So what are you up to?
well, I wanted to inquire about something regarding a priest and a book and a couple of other things, and if you would be so inclined, I think company would suit me best, but I'm not sure as to the intensity of what I might be getting myself into. So I don't know if it might be best to seek out perhaps Navarra, or if you want to go, we can just go now and spend some time doing that.
If it ends up badly, I mean, I was with Alucor when we found all those guys in the house and it ended up okay. So you just need to run away really fast and then it usually works out.
At this moment
That's
of
sure
Valandor,
scary.
this moment of Valandor where he's like, "Oh, that's right. Now I have to take care of Penny as well." So it's like, and in a good way, more in like a, I've never been with anybody else, just alone. That's not Alucor. So it's like, all right. Well, if you can run fast and you can get out of there quickly, and Leo won't kill me if something happens to you, then I think this is a good trade.
I think 2 of those things are definitely a yes. Leo's not gonna kill her. She's gonna be fine. Let's go. Yeah, let's go.
So I want to clarify, the place you guys are going, you probably won't be back till the next day.
Oh.
It is like get in a wagon and ride there. Now that's okay. You are more than welcome to do that. That's not going to derail the campaign.
Ooh. Along the way, do we pass by Navara and get her input?
Yeah, sure. You can run into Navara.
Hey, Team Mom, are
you
we
see
allowed
Navara
to go?
out
We go.
on,
We got this really cool thing
Team
we
Mom,
want to go to.
Team
Come
Mom,
on,
we really want to go to this thing.
Yeah, you run into Navara out on. There's this place in the middle of the town called the Town Green, which is like a large green hill. Navara, for a little bit, is on top of that, like practicing with their sword and their spear, and you see them spitting. And you see like blades of grass getting like whipped up as they like are practicing different moves.
They just, as somebody like calls them, they're just like drenched in sweat. They're like, "What?
Navara,
Where are we going?"
Apologies for interrupting your training. Penny and I were thinking about heading over to a specific location to inquire about something for. Is it Agatha that gave me the quest, or is it Sister
Ghelfi gave you the quest
Okay.
to meet Agatha, who she explains to you is a banshee. And you are to offer up a bauble to hopefully win their favor and then ask them some questions.
Sister Gareli inquired about a spell book about something to. So we have to go speak with Sister Agatha, and it might take some time. It could be far away, and as of right now, it would really just be me and Penny. So you're a strategist. You seem to know what you are doing, and I'm looking to you for advice. 1, should we go? 2, would you like to come with us? Or 3, do we just not go and figure out what other problems we need to focus on that require more of our attention?
Where's Penny in this conversation? Is it
Next
is
to
it
him.
Val in the front? Yeah.
Yeah.
They're going to look at Val and then just tilt their head at Penny, and I want to do an insight on who made the decision and what Val actually wants.
Yeah, go for it.
Oh my goodness, that's a 3. Because it was a nat 1.
This, from your perspective, this might be the combined effort of both of their brain power. You're like, this sounds like it was a team effort.
And were there not enough buttons?
No, there's so many buttons. I open the bag. Just
Buttons for days.
buttons. I was trying to figure out
Does Leo know?
We never checked it on her, but she's reading with Alucor. So, I went off with Alucor yesterday and it was fine. So, plus, Valandor's
It was
plenty.
not fine, from what I remember.
Well, no, we made a friend and then we had to go. Well, we didn't go to an orientation, but we learned about the orientation.
Yes, and I believe we had to kill that friend.
Well, we did that later, and we could. What if I promise that
Yes.
if anything even looks at all bad in any capacity, we go. And Valandor wouldn't lie to you. I actually don't think he's capable of it. But
I can't.
so if he promises, then that means it's definitely true. And I don't want to lie to you because I like you too much. So it's fine. So we'll just go. So we can look, because there's nothing else to do. I got all the buttons, and everyone else is doing library stuff, and I don't like the books.
Navara, like, if they're holding like one of the practice spears or things, they just like turn and like launch it straight at like a target and put their sword away, look back at Penny and Val, and just be like, I'm not letting you leave without me coming with you. So I didn't think I was going to get on Leo's bad side already, but
She's not gonna be mad at you guys. It's gonna be fine.
Valandor gives Navarra that same look when you say that of like, yeah, I know, like I thought the exact same thing. I was like, Leo's gonna kick our ass.
This is bad. Yeah. Fine. Is this a quick trip or?
From what I gather, we'd probably be back tomorrow. So again, this is also more of separating ourselves to such a degree that we wanted to check in with you and see if it might even be wise to take on this, sidetrack.
So we could be more effective. That's a good word.
And we don't want to include the others.
We can. This is just more of everyone scattered so quickly. I wasn't able to remember at the time what it was that Sister Goreli wanted to do with me. But if we wanted to swing by and see if Alucor and Leo are done, I don't see the reason for why we shouldn't have them. Honestly, and to be frank, and without really even hiding it, I'm like, I'm genuinely, Leo gives off this very warm and welcoming energy, but I don't know what would happen if something happened too, and I just, in the most non-charismatic, sort of nonchalant way, I nod over to Penny.
Well, their house is on the way, so let's see if they can join.
All right.
You guys stop by Leo's house. You do not find Leo and Alucor.
Leo, are you home?
Did anyone pay attention to where they were going to go read?
No, they just said reading. I don't really do much with books.
Didn't Leo said before she left?
She said she was probably
Do
going to
you
go
remember?
to the library or her place. She has books.
Library.
Yeah.
All right, then one more stop, Penny, and then we will be on our way.
Okay. Oh, I just in case, I write a note very quickly. It's like, if you are seeing this and I'm not here, I went with Devara and Valandor to go see a ghost. If you aren't seeing this,
put the blame
then
right
it's
there. Yeah.
Fine. And I told them that it's okay, and we will leave if there's trouble. Have fun with books, and then like a little heart, and then I like stick that to like on top of one of her books, and I'm like, she likes this one, and then I go.
He likes this one.
You guys go roll. Actually, no roll for it. Just you guys head out. You leave the note. You guys head by the basically Townmaster's Hall has a small library, and getting there, no sign of them.
Leo.
Yeah,
I don't think
no
I've
one
been-
there. It's Townmaster's Hall. There's people doing business there. You see, actually walking in is the Townmaster Harbin Wester.
I'll go up to the town master.
Oh boy. Okay.
How are things around the town?
Hello. Yes. They're all right. They look at you and they look at you, Valandor, and they see just the black orbs of your eyes, and they're like, you can see they're clearly put off by this. So they look around and they look at Navarra, who already scares them, and so then they just look at Penny, they're gonna keep their eyes on Penny for the rest of this conversation. Is there something I can help you all with?
Yes, fastest means of travel outside of the town. We're looking to, I don't know if you know, is it Sister Agatha? Do you know this individual by any chance?
I don't know a Sister Agatha, but wagon is generally the best means of transportation. There's a Wainwright I can get you in touch with. Ramble, he can help you.
We can visit Sugar and Spice.
We could do that. Yes, that would be great. Thank you.
You guys
Hey,
getting? Yeah, go ahead.
I'm trying to remember where else they would go to read. Navarre's, as soon as Leo talks about books and pages, like the history is good and they like listening to that, but books and things are like, brain shuts off. So
Give me
can
an
they do a
intelligence check.
to like, yeah. Ooh, okay.
Penny's just excited to see Sugar and Spice.
Yeah, they'll follow for Sugar and Spice. 13.
13. This isn't really your forte. There's like different magic shops maybe, but or different like apothecaries. But yeah, not sure where they might be. You can if you want to let me put it this way. I am not forcing you guys to go. If you want to say we're gonna just keep looking around town, we're gonna wait at her house for them to show up, you can do that. Otherwise, you guys can also head out. This won't derail things in either direction, but it is your choice.
Got it. So they're going to do a sharp whistle. Sharp, like really 3 blasts out into the air. It's very distinct because it has to go through an entire grove from like one end to the other, and it's like really hard. So they'll cover Penny's ears first, like take their hands and cover them before they do it, and to Val to like just motion to that before they do it really loud. It's just to say like a ping to Alu.
Okay.
And then they'll be ready to head out if that's okay.
Do you have is there any time limit to which you would say, screw it, we're just going to leave?
I would say Navarre would do it and then just be like, we left a note.
Okay, got it. So, wait, when you say you just left a note, you're communicating that through whistle or?
No.
Okay.
Penny left a note. So Navarre's going to do the whistle for Alu to be like, this is something like pay attention.
Right. And if they don't show up, you're just going to be like, oh, we left a note. Let's go. Okay. Got it.
Yeah.
Real important thing then. You guys this is happening. You're blowing this whistle as you guys head to the Wainwright to get salt and pepper. The Wainwright.
No, they're dead. Remember, George? Remember?
Not salt and pepper.
Died.
Sugar and Spice.
It hurt.
You took them from me.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that.
No, you're not.
Awkward.
How dare you use their name? You don't
while
deserve
this
it.
has all been happening, important question for Leo and Alucor. As you guys arrive to Yarno's, how are you getting in?
Okay, so the window, it's right up there.
Mhm.
It's really not that bad, and it's open.
Cool.
Well, the window's not. It's no longer you have to climb. Let me go ahead and place you guys there.
I love that Leo's walking through a home invasion. Not a home invasion, just like a breaking and entering. Just like
Step
it's
by
so
step.
good.
Really, I really took out the window on my way out, so it's much more safe.
How often have you done this?
The window. Remember, you climbed up the top, and the second time you climbed through the top, it completely broke, and you fell through. So the whole window, top to bottom, is now wide open. It's much easier to enter this place.
Oh,
Leo,
wonderful. This is not how it happened in my memory.
you did this.
But I did lose. Well, I lost a lot of blood, so maybe that's why I didn't remember it quite like this. Shall we?
Sure. And Alu's just like looking around, like, okay, I just make sure there's no onlookers.
You guys climb in, and you see their shop.
Okay. So that's over there on the desk. That's the note that I left Yano, saying that I was borrowing one of his spell books, with the gold that it would cost to borrow said spell book, plus a little bit extra. Under the door, that's the other note that I left after I broke the window with the funds to replace said window. It's also leave that. It's fine. Anyways, library. Let's go to the library. It's back here.
Sure. You lead the way. And I was just like looking around, kind of surveying the area that is like their first time there.
Leo, you are walking in and you walk straight up to the books. You know exactly where they are. Alucor, as you're looking around, this is incredibly crucial. I need you to, as you're looking around, you're seeing, like, you know, there's a display of wands and staffs on the table. There's some potions for sale. There's spell scrolls. There's more books on the other side of the room, different spell casting components. And then your eyes settle on a mirror. And I need you to make a charisma saving throw. The DC is 15.
Oh, no. Can I use one of my thingies from the bar for advantage?
One of your thingies from the bar? Oh, yes, absolutely.
Cool. All right. So first roll. That's a 14 on the first one. And the second one, 8. Damn. Yeah. I'm just going to take that L.
You are looking, and oh boy, one moment.
Oh boy.
Yeah, no, it's guys, it's fine. It's fine.
Oh, shucks.
What do I say when things aren't fine?
You so that was one of your inspirations. You look and you see this mirror, and this mirror is sort of captivating. And as you see it, you walk closer to it, and it looks you look exquisite in it. And as you're looking at your own reflection, suddenly you see your reflection fade, and there's no reflection of you.
What? Wait. That's Leo.
Okay, I think there's a book on Druid.
You
Leo?
turn and say Leo, and you look, and Leo's not behind you. But then you look at the reflection, and she's there in the reflection, reaching up towards a shelf.
What's that? What do you need?
Oh my.
Can she hear me?
No.
Alu?
You
I
touch
have the book.
the glass, and there's like a vibration. And you are looking out, and as you look out, and right now what you can see out the windows. You turn around and walk towards the windows, but as you do, you see that past the windows, if you look at it from any other angle, there's nothing out there. Just empty space. There's only enough terrain and scenery past the window of where the reflection is reflecting.
Oh no. Oh no.
This was why it was so important, because the question was, does Alu hear the whistle? And Alu,
man.
you don't hear. Actually, I would say you do hear that, because you can hear Leo, and you hear this sharp whistle raise through the town, and you know that means Navara is trying to get your attention.
Oh,
What's
no.
going through Alu's mind?
Definitely a strong sense of disorientation. He's in a new area, never been to this shop before, and now he's trapped in a mirror ? So it's just kind of like, what is happening? And then he hears the whistle, and then it sinks in even more, like, oh no, how do I? And it would like try to imitate the whistle as well, and like see if anyone hears that.
You whistle, your breath almost gives out with how hard you're whistling, and nothing is heard. Leo, Alu's been particularly quiet as you're researching books. You quickly do find a book on druidic magic.
Okay, so I think this one is... Alu, we were meant to be going through the books together. Alu?
You start looking around, unsure of where they went.
Alu? I'm going to just look everywhere. I'm going to go upstairs, check upstairs, and everything.
You go running to check upstairs. Give me a dex saving throw.
Oh god. Nat 20.
Nat 20. Wow. You go running to
Great thing to
get
have it on.
upstairs. And as you run to see if he's like in the back rooms, maybe, you almost bump into somebody. Ha! I'm sorry. What are you doing in here?
I came to.
You recognize Iarno.
Yano.
And that is where we'll take our break. We'll be right back in just 10 minutes. When we come back, we will see what the gang is doing involving this Banshee that they're going after. And we'll find out what Iarno's doing in this shop. And yeah, so don't go anywhere. We'll be gone for just 10 minutes. And when we're back, we will continue our story. So sit tight. Be right back.
have to have Riz because they both are equally Rizzless.
We return. Before we begin, or before we continue, rather, just a reminder for folks, if you want to help our players for any reason, donations, whether you donate with bits or whether you donate with dollars or whether you donate with channel points, if you could use channel points to give them inspiration, or if you donate dollars or bits, if you put hashtag their character names, such as hashtag Alucor, hashtag Leo, hashtag Valandor, hashtag Penny, or hashtag Navarra, that will add to these bars next to their name. And those bars filling up allow them to do ultimates, which might save their lives. I don't know why it would be relevant now, but I just thought I'd let you know.
Wording.
So,
Will we get to decompress this episode?
it is. I did say you would, and you did. You had like
That's
a
real
half a
cute.
session.
We got
Of
30 minutes of
decompression.
apple, 30 minutes of
Real
apple
cute.
pie and stuffed
Yeah,
animals.
yeah.
Now it's go time.
Yeah.
You guys rode all evening. It is nighttime now. It is raining outside. As you guys pull up to the deserted town, it's more of like a ruin of Conyberry. This is where Sister Ghelfi told you would find them. They gave you a silver bracelet. If you still have that in your inventory, I remember telling you about it, but you should have that silver bracelet. That, if you hand that over, she says maybe that'll help. But
Silver comb with embedded
oh,
jewels.
silver comb. Yes, that is correct.
Okay, cool.
You're told that you need to ask about, and give me one moment while I pull up the details to refresh your memory on this. Basically, she's asking you to find out about a legendary spell book. If this ghost named Agatha would know where it is. The spell book used to belong to a legendary mage called Bo Gentle. And if you ask about that, maybe with the comb you can get them to cooperate. But before that, before you do anything, I guess you arrive here. You see the town is a bit of a wreck. What would you guys like to do?
If possible, I think just real quick, I'll look to Navarra without really making any sound. I sort of want to play it. Or you notice that Valandor is playing it very quiet, like he doesn't want to draw attention. So I am going to use my boots of springing, and I'm going to hop to like one of the nearest buildings that I can see, and just sort of scope out the area. Are we alone? Does it look like maybe there's smoke coming from like a certain building? Is this completely isolated, or are we the only ones here that we can see, sort of tell?
From what you can tell, you're the only ones here. You don't think anyone's lived here for a very long time.
Okay. Then I'll come back down and I'll look to Navarra, and I think it just might be us.
Just to confirm, Navarra will do investigation.
Okay, go for it.
A 19. Finally. Thank you, Dark Goddess.
Yeah, it seems like this place, it's been empty for a while. You do find a body, though. And it looks like it might not be that old. But you can see that it looks as though it decayed very quickly. Like, you can tell from the clothing is in good shape, but they physically died very fast. Like, from rot.
Familiar rot?
No, not like that. This is like something that, like, they aged faster than they should have.
They do like a kind of like a cat, like hiss. Something is. What is this?
Can I do an Arcana check on the body?
Sure.
Just like, because that doesn't look right. It doesn't look normal. Where is the body actually relative to us on this field?
Give me one moment, actually. There you go.
Oh, lovely.
Right in front of you.
You found it.
I'll do that. I've got a good bonus to this. 17.
You touch it, and as you do, you feel this like gasp as this person felt this intense pain in their ears. You feel this like screeching wail fill your ears, and the last thing you see as you touch this body is like a flash of like a woman in white.
This is a lady, and I think the person we're supposed to find did that. Do we have, Navarre, you made like the whistle noise with the ears. The pain was in his head, and that's what made him this way. Maybe if we put, like, if we cover our ears, or I don't know. It seemed like everything that happened was sound based, and that's what did this.
Can we look for any materials that would be really good to just cover our ears with?
Yeah, give me a survival check.
Ooh, that's a dirty 20.
Yeah.
Dirty
Nice.
20. You quickly find, like, you're like rustling around. You were able to find some like clay essentially that's been exposed by the rain, and grabbing some of that clay and some grass, you're able to like knee it together into like a thick. It's not pleasant, but you could jam it into someone's ears if you want them to be safe from this kind of thing.
They will go, like make it for themselves and then start doing for Penny and Valandor, and pretty much sign to them like Penny is 1, Val you're 2, like whenever like just communication things, and from that point they just if everyone's okay, like they'll try to just do that.
Yeah, she
All right.
gives you this wad of like grass and clay.
I'll as Navarre's doing this, I'll take out from my pocket, but like show it and then quickly put it away, the silver comb with the jewels. So I'll show it and I'll put it away, and then I'll go, perhaps it may be contradictory to the anticipation that we are feeling right now, but don't engage until we can have a conversation. You know, I would like to think that, yes, we were sent here with the knowledge that this could be dangerous, but at the end of the day, Sister Gareli is inquiring about this. So perhaps if we come at this in amicable and calm terms, then perhaps we might be met with the same energy. But if not, then feel free to do as you do.
Thumbs up.
So you're all putting this stuff in your ears?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. You guys move through the town looking over the remains of things. And as you do, you feel like this chill run up your backs as you hear this. One moment. You hear this like wind blowing, and you see forming in the ruins of this house a banshee floating among the ruins. Who dares come here? Who walks on this hollow ground?
We come on behalf of Sister Ghelfi.
They glide towards you, and you see them up close. They're dressed, never making contact with the ground. They just sort of float over to you, their skin rotted. Give me a wisdom saving throw, Valandor.
Okay. 18.
As they approach you for a moment, you see their elven features, and you remember that poor woman who you took the ring from. As her face is withered and rotted, it sends a chill up your spine, but you don't give in to the fear.
Navarra would see if Navarra is sort of noticing, it's that same fidgeting with the ring, but controlled composure. And then I just sort of go, do I have the privilege of speaking with Agatha?
You do.
Agatha, we come here. These are friends of mine. We just come to inquire about Bo Gentle's spellbook.
You come to ask questions of me?
More to seek your guidance and knowledge.
You feel this dread gripping you, pale light flickering around her. Foolish mortals! Do you not know it is death you seek out?
Navarra will get close to Val and just put a hand to their arm to just still them. Don't we have something?
It's sort of like Valandor acknowledges it, but is doing waiting his time. And then I just sort of nod over to Navarra, and then I look over to Agatha. And we are not aware of the lengths in which this danger comes for us, and we hope that you can enlighten us in some way. Perhaps lead us to a safer path, or to a path in which it will guarantee our safety.
Make a persuasion check.
As I say that, as I'm saying that, I'm holding on to the brush in my pocket, but I haven't taken it out just yet.
Okay.
But you said persuasion?
Yes.
Oh boy. Okay, that's a 7.
7. You guys have left the least charismatic person on the party lead the discussions with this Banshee. So I'm going to say to the two most charismatic people, is there anything you would like to do as you see this ire building up in Agatha's eyes?
The last part, what did Val do, just for me, because I was in chat?
Val basically tried to get them to help and basically explain that they don't know the danger that they're in and hoping that she can guide them.
And we have something from the sister, right?
Yes.
Yeah, the comb.
You
That's what it was.
see Valandor's holding it behind them, and Valandor, like, what's the thought process on holding on to this? Are you
More as in, like, am I gonna just get attacked in general for being here, or is there an opportune time to sort of reveal this and say, no, like
I think Navarra's going to use that opportune time, pretty much just because they were behind you. They see the comb. They're going to take it and just be like with the bowed head, present it. We're only here for one thing, for help, and let the light glint on it.
You feel this wind rush as they approach you and they reach towards the comb. Oh, yeah, sure. Why didn't you say so?
God! Oh my God!
That's so fucked.
Oh my god, so fucked.
So-
The fire in front of you lights, and they sit down on a stump, and they start brushing their hair with the silver comb.
Valandor just very much like, I look to Navarra. All right.
They do
and
a
then
big like pat on the back, like, okay, okay, and they'll sit down on that wood like seat right there. Just
Yeah,
great.
hey, come on, Penny. Take a seat right here, Penny.
Yeah.
Just,
Hey, that's
she's
all
just
they
brushing
needed.
your hair. Look at that.
Great, you look amazing.
So,
Penny
yeah,
hasn't
what
stopped
can I help
staring
you
at
with?
Agatha. Oh my god, this is so pretty.
Well, Agatha, wow. We were just inquiring about. Sister Grayley wanted me to ask you, or perhaps if you knew the location of Bowgentle's spellbook.
Oh yeah, no, I know where that is.
But you spoke of a danger as well. Pardon my hesitancy.
That was me. I was gonna kill you guys.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
Well, do you know where that book is?
Yeah. I believe it's at a place, and she describes it to you. She sort of helps you mark it on your map. Yeah, I believe it's there. I used to live in this area, so there used to be like a road that went through here. And last I had the spell book, I traded it to some necromancer. His name is Cernoth, and that was like about 100 years ago, though. But this is where he would have went, and she marks it on your map.
May I inquire as to what's so special about this spellbook? Why it would be traded?
Oh, it's really powerful. It can raise the dead. It can, basically make legions of undead followers and things like that. I personally didn't have any use for it because that wasn't my school of magic. And ironically enough, I could really use that book now because I am Ghost, and But anyway, point is, I sold it. At the time, it just didn't mean much to me.
Right.
You are very enjoyable company. Do you?
Oh, thank you. He didn't think so, and she gestures to the body.
Oh, well, I think you're the one who. Well, pretty much they kind of does like a very like. Well, maybe he's not much of a listener, and you seem to have good stories.
Well, yeah. Anything else I can help you all with?
Well,
As long as we're not impeding on anything you're doing for the day, I believe we have everything we needed. Thank you for your time. Navarra, Penny, Valandor's going to shoot up and just stand up.
before we go, do you know of a castle?
A castle?
Yes. Something around here, maybe. Anything with, what was it, ramparts? Something? What was it?
Oh, he
Don't
was
know
going to throw somebody off of the ramparts. It was a Cragmaw
Yes.
castle. Or
Yes,
Cragmaw,
that's
yeah.
the name.
Yeah, I can help with that. The reason I didn't take that spell book is because I wasn't a necromancer. I was actually a diviner. So I was able to, figure out all sorts of stuff. If you give me a minute, I can probably figure it out. Do you know anything about it?
There's dogs.
There's dogs there.
Dogs.
Okay, so it's
Yes,
a dog castle?
and- No, no. They will just break down all what they know, facts from the last couple of days about this castle, perfectly as if they know it at the top of their head.
Sure. She hears you out, and then I'm gonna have her do a check. 19. Wow. Yeah. So I think I know where that is. It's somewhere. So it's been a long time. I don't know exactly where the tree line is anymore because I've been bound to this spot for 100 years, but it is located in the Neverwinter woods, somewhere south.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
there's like,
all I
you know,
need to know.
a bunch of bugbears and goblins there. She like looks up into the air like she's like receiving information. Yeah, like
How many, if you can? I know this is extra. But
oh, so like a whole handful. But you know, well, that's odd. They have a dwarf with them. Why would they have a dwarf?
Oh,
We're looking for a dwarf. What does a dwarf look like?
are they alive and
He
well?
looks dwarfish. Weird hat.
Oh,
Weird hat?
Yeah, he's got a weird looking hat.
weird hat.
Does it have like a
Okay.
thing on it, like a light or a...
No, it's just weird for him to wear a hat. The hat's almost as wide as he is.
Do we know that to be a?
Oh,
Penny-
because he has a big...
Yeah, you remember he probably this might be Gundren she's talking about.
Because he has it like comically large.
Mhm.
Yeah. I'm sorry, I can't be more help. I can only really like do that once a day before I get
No,
like sort of
this
worn out.
is
But
this is more than enough.
Yeah, I mean at least you know like general area. It's got to be in the Neverwinter Wood.
Thank you.
Yeah, no
Wonderful.
problem.
If you can do this once a day, then maybe I'll come visit again.
Well, make sure you bring something nice, or I'll kill you.
Excuse me, Agatha.
Easily done.
Okay.
What was the name of the necromancer again?
Oh,
What's that?
his name was Cernoth. Tsernoth. You got that?
Yes, wonderful. Thank you very much. Okay, well, Penny, Navarra, it seems that Agatha here has a lot to take care of, and completely surprised us.
Do you have anything that's your favorite to bring? Just in case we come back, because you seem, well, you're nice with the things. but-
You know, honestly, self-care is really hard when you're a ghost. So we
yeah.
can't interact
Oh.
with a lot of objects. Silver, though, we can interact with silver. But, like, you know, where am I supposed to find, you know, a silver hairpin or, you know, a silver dress to wear that isn't going to just become tatters eventually? It's incredibly difficult. But, you know, thank you for the comb.
Agatha, I will find you something, Silver. I promise you. This is more me, Maz. I'm so sorry. But Navarro just nods and we'll get up. We'll politely exit and start getting everyone together to leave.
Okay. Fairly straightforward thing. You know, real good that you helped out there, because if you're if you hadn't handled that right, she would have killed you. But yeah,
Bye.
very good. You guys head back
Thank you
in
for
the
the
wagon
information.
and start heading back. Okay, I think we let Leo and Alucor stew long enough. We should go back to
I
them.
told you everything was gonna be fine, and then we just go back. We had a lovely, nice time.
Oh,
Mhm.
great. What a great
Okay.
road trip.
Mm-hmm.
I don't
Yeah,
know
with,
why
like,
you guys
snacks
were
in
so
hand.
Worried. I don't know why you guys are so worried. Everything's fine.
My stomach
Let's
hurts.
go find
I'm
Leo.
so anxious.
Fun drinks with cool straws that wrap around our heads and just
You
come down.
absolutely
Man, that was
know.
awesome.
Yeah, this is great.
She was really nice. We should really get her some more silver things.
Leo, right?
Yana! Oh my God, we've been looking for you. Oh, I'm gonna hug him.
Okay.
I'm gonna hug him.
You've been looking for me.
Yes! When you left with Gundren and Sildar, We followed because we heard you hadn't come back. So we went to the cave and we went there and there was no one there. It was just Sildar and you were gone. And so it was Gundren and we were so worried. And so I've been looking for you and I've been trying to figure it out. And I'm so sorry about the window. I left money to break it and I've been talking to a glassmaker about
He
getting
looks
a
at the
new
window.
one. I fell.
I see that.
I'm so sorry. There's gold. I slid it under the door with a note. I'm really sorry about it, and I feel awful. I was just looking for information about where we could find you potentially, and you know, the only person with a better library in this town other than myself is you. So I thought I would use the library, and then when I got in, because the door was locked, and then terrible fall. I have a gash. I'm fine though. It's totally okay. Are you okay? What happened? Oh my god, I'm shaking. Oh my god.
Roll now. This is a quick question. Does Leo suspect them of anything?
No.
Okay.
She's being completely genuine and honest right now. Gracie thinks otherwise, but Leo is just like blinded by, oh my gosh, we've been looking for you. I'm so happy to see you're okay. That's it. One track mind.
Okay. You say all this. Yes, I was with Gundren and Sildar, and we were ambushed by goblins.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Are you okay? Do you need any healing? How did you escape?
I was able to trick them and eventually use an invisibility spell to get out. I had to walk all the way here from where we last.
Oh, you must be so
were.
tired. Do you want to sit?
No, that's all right. Why are you here? Why did you break in?
Well, to be quite frank, I wanted to read about druidic magic.
Druidic magic?
Mm-hmm.
And why is that?
Well, you know, I'm always looking to learn new things, of course. And, I recently have felt a calling to the nature side of things. And, you know, I saw this really awesome spell.
Make a
that someone
deception
did.
check. As you are walking across broken glass.
Ow. Ow.
You're fine. You're not being hurt by it.
Okay.
You have boots on.
That one.
Right. Iarno is listening to you, and give me an insight or a perception, your choice.
Okay.
By the way, as they get here, Alucor, you can see them from where you're at.
20.
You clock. What was that? Insight or perception?
They're the same insight.
Insight. You clock. I mean, they don't believe you for a second. And you look over and you do see, yes, Iarno carries a glass staff. You remember that someone did sneak out of that place. Someone opened that door and tried to interact with you.
So how long have you been here, Iarno?
Oh, I just got in town. I came to get a few things, see if I could find Gundren.
Right, Gundren, of course. I heard they took him further away.
Mm-hmm.
What is it that you were looking for? Perhaps I could help you find it.
Well, it's my shop. I'm sure I can find things here.
Right. You know, when we rescued Sildar,
You rescued
was
Sildar.
rather- yes, I told you that
Right.
when we were looking for you, but you were gone. He was rather beaten up.
And is he here in town?
No, he's gone.
Make a deception
I
check.
haven't. I really need to stop lying. This is
I mean, it makes sense for you to try and lie.
one, non-natural.
Oh no.
Quick, drink alcohol. I don't know.
You know, I heard when I came into town, someone attacked. There was fighting happening at that old manor on the hill?
Oh, yes. The ruffians, the Red Brands.
Red Brands.
They've been terrorizing the town.
Terrorizing.
Yes.
Is that what they were doing?
Yes. It was an absolute mass bullying of the people here. They've murdered, they've swindled. Yeah, no, it's been terrible.
How are you? What is it you're trying to convey in that? Are you trying to persuade them? Or are you trying to get their sympathy?
If he sounds unconvinced, I
well,
feel
the
like
thing is are you trying to convince?
No, she's
Okay.
just telling it how it is.
You're just gauging his reaction?
Yeah. She's trying to read the room now. She's realized something's up now.
You see, he clearly doesn't look pleased by that. Well, it can't be any worse than what Harvin Wester does for this town, can it?
That's a good point. No. Unfortunately, there were lots of the Red Brands, and there's only one Harbin, so if Harbin ever becomes a problem, well, he's more of a nuisance anyways, wouldn't you say?
I think that what this town really needs is a firm hand, you know?
Don't really think this town does much to deserve that. Yana, are you sure you're feeling okay? Have you lost any blood?
They look down at themselves. No, I'm quite all right.
Really?
You also,
don't
as you're
sound like
standing
yourself.
here, you hear something in this room with you. Like small footsteps, like move in the room real quick.
Did you hear that?
Oh, don't mind that. I have a
Didn't know you got
familiar.
any
Did you know
familiar.
that?
Well, you read my mind. Was it like a rat familiar or something?
As you're
No, no,
talking,
I
he's like slowly backing you into this corner.
Yano, I don't really like being cornered. I'm not going to lie. It really does make me uncomfortable. Could you take a couple steps back, please?
You don't have to be afraid of me.
You're making me think otherwise.
Am I?
A little bit. This is not the Yano I know.
Maybe you could just be honest with me.
Maybe you could be honest with me. How about that? Let's chat. Yeah?
I haven't lied to you. Well, okay, I did, but honestly, I don't really have anything to hide. I've been very honest about how I hate this town, how I hate the people who run this town, how
knew.
stupid so many people here are. I've been very
Go to
open about
Neverwinter.
that.
Go to Waterdeep. You love it there. Why do you stay here?
Why be a peasant in a major city when you could be a king of the country? You know what I mean?
No.
Yeah, well,
No, I don't.
you always too dug into the past, I suppose.
How dare you?
Did that touch
What's
a
going on?
nerve?
Yes, it did, actually. You have no right to bring that up.
I know
I'm gonna...
it was you and your friends that came to the manor last night.
I never said it wasn't. And how do you know that?
I was there.
Oh, were you?
And you know all of this, obviously, but they start bragging about how they were there. They were right under your nose.
Mm-hmm.
sneaking past you all was a trifle, really.
Oh, invisibility. That potion you had. was
Oh no,
delicious.
those
I
were
quite enjoyed it.
backups.
Yeah. Well, your craftsmanship is splendid.
Thing is, I mean, I did not expect to run into you here, but I'm so glad I did.
I'm so glad you did as well. Because, well, I'm gonna cast Hold Person.
Roll initiative.
And, okay.
As you go to do that, I just love you. You're like just waiting for that moment to do that. As they are as well. Okay. So what you get?
8.
8. Okay. They have a +2 in dexterity. So let's see. That's an 11.
I also have a +2 in dexterity.
But that makes it an 8 for you, right?
Yeah. Oh, that's a 9. It's upside down.
Yeah.
I read upside.
That's an 11. You
Can
reach
I make
out
his
to
initiative roll. Oh wait, never mind. Can
Say
I make
what?
his initiative roll different? Can I silvery barbs an initiative roll?
I don't.
No.
Actually, I'm
I
not
don't
sure.
know
I don't
if I
think
can.
you can silvery barbs an original roll.
I never
So-
tried that.
I'm so scared right now.
Watching his character follow you around was the most
Mhm.
terrifying.
Can I?
Yeah.
Can I make my initiative different with a port and die?
Are you sure you want to do that?
If I use one now, can I use it in the future?
What do you mean? If you
Like-
use
Like
can
if
you
I use
the
one right
other-
now, can I use the other one in the next turn?
You could. Are you sure you want to do that though?
He asked twice.
I'm so scared right now.
No, I'm not sure anymore. I'm afraid he's gonna kill me either way.
I will say you can make them do silvery barbs, so I'm gonna re-roll. So you cast silvery barbs, mark that off.
Okay.
That's an 8. Go ahead and re-roll your initiative.
Okay. Oh my god.
That's a 5 for you. And that's a 10 for them. You are getting ready to cast the spell. You see him reach under his jacket and grab something. And as he moves to you, you yell something to throw them off. You're like, wait, no, stop. And you do this hoping to throw off. That's your silvery barbs. As you attempt to throw
Wait,
off their
I
initiative.
give myself advantage.
You do.
Can I
That's
do it?
true. Go for it.
I'm going to throw this monitor out my window.
As you do this, they are going to lunge at you with a dagger. That is
fuck.
going to be, let's see, they have a +2 to hit. I'm guessing you don't have mage armor
I don't have
on?
mage armor on. No.
Okay. What's your AC?
12.
12. There's a 19 to hit.
That hits.
Give me one moment. I just need to pull up the right thing for the damage. So first, that's going to be a D4 +2 for damage. So that's only 3 points of damage to you. And I need you to give me a con saving throw.
Nice.
That's better. That's better. That is a 20. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
Used that
Okay.
earlier.
Got it. You will only take half damage then,
Okay.
as the blade they hit you with is covered in wyvern poison. What is your health at currently?
14.
Ah!
I beg your pardon?
You take 11 points of poison damage, as you did make the save. So you feel this intense stab into your chest, literal stab into your chest, but you feel this intense burning rush through, and you feel your muscles start to contract immediately. And as you almost double over in pain, it is your turn.
Hold person on him.
Okay, that's a wisdom saving throw.
I know
You said wisdom
deep
save?
in my heart. Yes, I know deep in my heart that he's going to fail. He's going to roll a 5.
Okay. You think on that. Give me one moment. Okay. That is going to be 5 wisdom. Yeah. No. If so, they attempt to resist, but you knew that this would be the right thing for this moment as you use one of your portents. And as they do this, you see their whole body tense up, and as it does, I need to make one more roll before the end of this before the end of this round. One moment. That is gonna be okay. It's a +5 to hit. What's your armor class?
12.
12. Okay. +5 to hit. As something, and this is with advantage, something in the room lunges at you. That is a 17 to hit.
Silvery barbs?
I
I can't do that, can I?
I
don't know if I can do that.
I think you can. Your turn just happened. Well, no, this is a reaction to your turn, so your turn's not over yet. This is a reaction to you
Oh, shit. Okay,
doing
yeah, that
something to
hits.
them, because they normally have to act on his turn.
Before,
Yeah, go ahead.
As I am holding person, I am going to scream at the top of my lungs for, I'm trying to find the name of the gal that we, found.
The gal that you found?
The gal that wants...
Rashta.
No, I could scream for Rashta. Yeah.
Okay.
You know what?
Yeah, you scream for Rashta. Got it. Give me one moment. I just have to see the damage on this.
Yeah.
That is 5 points of damage.
I'm down.
You go down, and you make a con saving throw.
Oh, God. Yeah.
And I need to change the music here. Burr.
Does Alu see this
feels
from
apt? Oh my god.
12.
What'd you say?
Oh, I asked, does Alu see this from the mirror?
Yes, you see all of this from the mirror.
My heart!
Yeah, imagine he's just like banging on the glass, trying to get through.
You're banging on the glass, trying to get through. You're on the ground. You're unconscious. You would lose concentration, right?
Yeah.
As you are bleeding on the ground, your eyes are flooding in the back of your head. You see Iarno sort of like, that was a good one. I'll give you that. And they look up. Alucor, you see them glance towards you, but like they're like glancing from like the corner of their eye. And as they look in your direction, you can sort of see that they recognize, like they know that you're there, and they just sort of smile and give like a wave without making full eye contact. And you see them walk out as Leo lays on the ground. Leo, give me a death saving throw. In one moment, I need better music than this. What do we got?
A fail.
A fail? Okay. One moment. We need... Nope. That's not what I want.
Rave.
George, I have a question.
Yeah.
Alu's patron did not give them means for communication to reach
No.
back out.
No, they were more of a they'll call you type of person.
Right.
Leo, you're on the ground. You failed your first death save. And shortly after that, you see Iarno walk back out. They approach you, and they kneel down. And Alucor, you can hear all of this as well. I'm sorry. Honestly, you didn't deserve this. But, you know, when you're trying to make a new order about things, when you're trying to get the respect you deserve, sometimes you have to do some nasty things, as they're like wiping the blood on their hands off on your clothing. I will say you and your friends have been very inconvenient for me. But I suppose this makes us even. Be seeing you as they leave. I need you to give me another death save.
Oh my god. That's a success.
Success. You're lying there, and you hear, as you're lying there, you hear something like boom! A massive explosion, and you hear something is burning.
Oh god. Oh god.
As that's happening, give me another death save.
Oh god. Fail.
That
Oh
was a
god.
fail. You are lying there, and as you are, you see, you can smell smoke, and you see from where you're laying, you can see embers starting to come through the wall and come down from the ceiling.
Oh my god.
Now, I want to make something clear about your portents. I sent you a message, I think, on TikTok the other day. I saw Chris Perkins running D&D at Acquisitions Inc., and someone did a portent, and they did it after the role was already declared. So I want you to know, if Chris Perkins can ignore that rule, so can we.
Us. So can we.
So with that said, I need you to go ahead and make another death save. You have 2 fails, 1 success.
I'm gonna use the portent. I rolled an 11. I rolled an
Okay.
11.
So you rolled an 11 instead. You are there. Alucor, is there anything you would like to try to do?
God, I don't have a spell. Is there like any investigation I can do to try to figure out how to get the fuck out of here?
Yeah, go ahead and give me a Arcana check. The DC's fairly high on this. Now I'm just double checking what options you might have.
Can I burn a stack?
Yeah, you want to burn inspiration? Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I'm gonna burn inspiration.
Okay, give me one moment. Yeah, got it. Go for it.
Oh my god. It was like on 17 and rolls to 7. Yeah, highest I got was a 13 total.
13. You are banging against this thing. You're magically, you don't think there's any way out of this. There's a chance that maybe you can just force your way out. Go ahead and give me an athletics check.
Okay. A 10.
A 10. You're banging on this thing, and outside of the mirror, there's like an imperceptible to Leo. The mirror just sort of like vibrates a little bit, but it's like barely anything from where she is. She doesn't even notice it. Leo, you see as those flames continue to spread, and you see the chemicals and the potions on that shelf start to burst as glass shatters from them, and you can see smoke is starting to fill up the room. You have 1 more death save. You have how many fails? You have 2?
2 fails, 2 successes.
And
so
2
this
successes.
Is it.
This is it. You let me just before you roll, I just want to check because this is really tense. You do have, I believe, 1 inspiration you can use. Let me just make sure that's true. Leo, yes, you believe you have 1 inspiration you can use.
Can I choose to use it after I roll this, or do I have to?
Yeah, you can
Say
use it
before.
after. Yeah.
Okay. Success!
Success. You are lying there now, just unconscious. Smoke is filling up the room. As it does, you see the fire spreads. A piece of lumber falls down as the upstairs must be already consumed in flames. You see this piece of wood collapse down and start setting the carpet on fire next to you. Alu, give me another athletics check.
Okay. 17.
17. You bang on it, and the mirror starts to wobble a little bit. You almost got it. Flames continue to spread, and as they do, I believe that puts us here.
Oh
You
my
see
god.
this flame spread further, and Leo, you're seeing all these wands and the ugly, stupid decor, and you remember as you're laying there, you see these curtains over here go up in flames, and you remember, oh, he had those same ugly curtains hanging at the frickin' manor.
Damn curtains.
And you just think
You're
you're gonna
idiots.
die in an ugly, gaudy place like this. Alukor, give me another athletics check.
Can I flavor this last athletic
Yeah.
check if possible? I want to try to have Alukor wild shape
Okay.
into a deer and just like 2-hoof back kick this mirror.
Go for it.
Okay.
Do they have better strength than you?
They do not, but I'm just like, nothing is working.
Okay.
I'm using points to give Alu advantage. I have channel points to burn.
Okay.
Ooh.
Okay. It's acrobatics.
No, it's athletics.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
I
Ignore
want us to
that.
get out of here.
I really wish that was the roll I have.
Don't have advantage.
It is a 15 on the first one. I'm gonna burn one of my my last stack.
Why aren't your stuff falling
You have.
on
You
the
have.
screen?
I just gave you some
Okay.
with points, so you have.
Oh,
Yes.
Yeah, you do have
it's
advantage.
okay. Okay. Okay.
Why is your dice rolls not showing up? This is annoying.
It's a 3.
A 3. You bang on it as you watch the flames continue to spread. I believe that puts us 1, 2, 3. You see the windows. The heat in this room has spread so far that the windows just explode outward from the pressure. And as they do, the air rushing in allows the fire to just spontaneously spread in places that were just too hot. They just needed the oxygen to burst. So you see this window over here, the curtain just immediately burst into flames, and another piece of lumber falls on these wands next to you. Leo, you're on the ground. You're conscious enough to know what's happening, but not conscious enough to do anything about it. What's going through Leo's head?
Pure panic. Fire is something that like she's familiar with in a safe, contained setting. Seeing it spreading everywhere around her, like singeing her skin, the heat just like radiating off her face. It is pure terror for her. She's terrorized.
As the heat is spreading and you feel it, and even you're thinking, even if you could stand up right now, the smoke is filling this room up very quickly. Now, I mentioned all of the windows shattered, so that is why this mirror is going to have to make a con save. It has no bonuses to it. As it attempts to not explode. Let's see. The mirror, as the heat spreads, you watch as the fire continues to spread through the building. This is probably the end for you, as... Nope, that's the wrong one. One moment. Let me get back to that. There we go. That should be about where we're at. The fires continue to spread. This mirror, from the heat, it shatters, and Alucor, you find yourself here right now. Immediately, I need you to give me a con saving throw.
You got it.
As you bust out. Actually, are you in a deer form?
I'll say you broke wild shape after trying and.
Okay, yeah, you like broke out of it, and you're banging on the glass. Nothing's working. You did burn one wild shape then, but go ahead, give me a con save.
That's a 10 on the con save.
10 on the con save. It's hard to breathe in here. You take 1 level of exhaustion. What would you like to do?
Alu's going to go straight over to Leo, and what would be most effective? I guess cure wounds. Yeah, cure wounds are at this point.
Okay.
Not just to get them up, but to get some life back into them. So cast that. I'll do it at 2nd level. It'll be 48 plus 3. This will heal for 19 points.
Leo,
that is over my math.
You just are sort of accepting everything as the heat is getting to you. Like, one side of you, by the way, feels baked. Like, that's going to be tender tomorrow from just the heat. And then, to your surprise, Alucor appears over you, puts their hands on you, and you feel this life return to you as you take a deep breath in. Give me a con save.
Oh, God. Right, the smoke. Wait, I'm on the ground still, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's a 12, but smoke rises.
Yeah, you take a breath in, and like you are coughing, but you don't take a level of exhaustion. What would both of you like to do?
Where am I? Oh my God.
There's a mirror. Let's get out of here. And he's.
There's stuff that she's like stumbling.
I saw everything.
Where are you?
Let's go. I think like as they're like making a pathway out, Al would be using like control flames to like extinguish anything that might be coming into their path as they're walking through.
Are you running to the door?
Out the window would be closer, and we know they're open, right? Because the door is locked.
Yes. You can either give me dexterity, or I would say give me an acrobatics check to try to get past the flames.
Could it perchance be at advantage if we're doing extinguished flame on the air?
Yeah. I'll allow it.
Okay. Thank you.
Nat 20.
Nice.
Nat 20. Why did it just have a 4 come up? Did anyone else see
Well,
that?
I rolled with advantage, and I got a nat 20 and a 4. So I don't know if it like.
I think that might be why. I've never seen that happen before. 4. You run, climbing over this broken glass. You get cuts on your hands as you climb out. As Alucor, you race behind, and you're controlling the flames. As you guys get out, you back away from the building, and you watch as this entire place goes up in flames. Just fire soaring through the top of the building. You see like the sign, it says like Iarnos, and it just starts to fall off as it sets on fire. You guys are out of this deadly situation. For the rest of you, you are returning to town, and you see like this glow over the town as something's on fire.
Leo just sinks to the ground.
I would say we'd probably make our way directly in that direction.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
If anything, faster, perhaps?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Put away our
you
souvenir
race
cups
there. And yeah, you race there. Leo, you're on the ground. You said you start crying?
I'm so sorry, Leo. Are you all right? we should find the others. You know, like hold a hand out and like very gingerly try to help her up. She wants to get up.
You guys see Leo and Alucor as you guys race into town. You see them limping away from this from the fire and smoke's billowing in the sky.
Jesus.
What's going on?
Hop out. I go to Leo.
What?
It's the white staff.
She all right?
Glass staff.
Okay.
I keep doing it.
It's okay. It's all right.
Hold it down.
There are two of them.
It's the glass staff. Yano is the glass staff.
You saw Yarno.
Yes.
Are you okay?
I'm okay. I'm alive. So
They're just trying to read
Oh,
up.
I'm gonna rip him apart.
Well, I think we must get out of here, or at least notify someone of this, or else they'll believe it might have been us that lit us aflame.
Yeah,
need to put out the fire.
we have to. I think, like, on that note, Alu would be like actively trying to extinguish the flames and like mitigate damage, because I imagine like a lot of the houses in the area are also made of wood.
Yeah. How would you like to try to do that? Just using control flame?
Yeah, primarily control flame. By like pinpointing points of like intensity in terms of the flames that are building and trying to just quell them as they go along.
Yeah.
If
go
Navarra
ahead.
can help with like dirt things, sand that they can find to just start anytime they pinpoint those parts to like go specifically to them.
Got it. So you guys work together, putting out the fire, as you guys watch this building burn, and you at least now have a face on one of the people doing this to you, on one of the people who has caused all of this pain and misery thus far. Leo, you watch only, maybe filled more so with anger, but only with mild disappointment as you watch all of these magical tomes that were in the shop and these wands and potions just go up in flames. What on earth could he want so badly that he'd be willing to throw away all of this?
Oh my god. What could he want?
Give me an Arcana check or history, your choice.
Oh, they're the same.
There's 2 levels to this place.
Funny. How about both?
Yeah.
I was just put through the ringer, emotional ringer, Arcana
Yeah.
and history.
Give a win. Give a win.
Yeah,
Let her see.
you think on it, and you remember that book that Rafka found of this place called the Forge of Spells. You wouldn't need any spell books. You wouldn't need any. You wouldn't need potions. You could just start making them, mass producing them. And if they got a bunch of bugbears and they got goblins, and those goblins and bugbears suddenly have +1, +2 weapons, that could be bad for a lot of people.
Oh no. Oh my god. He doesn't need any of this. He can make it all himself.
What do you mean? What do you?
He
What?
can.
What?
He doesn't care about the magic in his shop because he can manufacture as much as he wants on his own. He's gonna create an army.
As that
He's
sinks
gonna
in,
take over.
Navarra and Alucor. Well, Navarra, actually, because you've been riding back with this information. Alucor's putting out the fire, and what's going through Navarra's mind? You said you want to kill them.
Just rage. This is This is just more hurt, constant hurt, and hearing that there could be an army, a full, like, burning like this is just raging inside of her. She was just feeling this intense fire, just looking at Leo.
You feel that burning inside of you, and you thinking back to what Agatha told you, this castle's somewhere in the Neverwinter Wood, but the Neverwinter Wood is massive. And there's a thought in your mind, and you're not proud of it, but you have this thought of just burning it out. If the whole forest burns, then you'll find the castle real quick. But another thought comes to your mind. There's one group of people who know that forest better than anyone else. And with that, we will stop for today. That is our session. We will be back next week for more. We'll be back next week. For more of this, and we'll also be here Wednesday for the wonderful Fears and Fortunes on Wednesday. So you guys had a traumatic week. Sorry. Real sorry about that. But
Sure.
By the way, the book says that Iarno escapes the place. Like, it says that's what he tries to do, is escape. And based on the choices you guys made in the fortress, he ended up escaping with the spells he had and the abilities he could use. He made it out. The book then doesn't tell me anything about what he does after that. It just says he tries to escape, and I'm like, well, he's going to a castle filled with bugbears. Probably he's gonna want to get some stuff and make sure he's safe. So real sorry that you ran into this. Hey, how about this map though? This wonderful map. I made this. Using
nice.
the,
Oh,
This is very nice.
using the awesome stuff from. Let me just put Leo back in there real quick. Using the awesome assets
So nice.
from Forgotten Adventures, was able to make this map and also set it on fire. So yeah, that's neat.
Neat.
You could have died here.
I was
but
really worried. I was
Dead ass.
Yeah.
You were
it wasn't
really
great.
cutting it close.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I knew the mirror would eventually burst, but I also knew that if you guys rolled poor on saves or made a bad choice, plus you also could have just rolled today. That's also why I told you to be careful about your portent. I was like,
Yeah,
she might
no,
need that
I'm
portent.
so glad
You
that
also
I kept the 11. I
remember
knew
what
I
your
wanted to
dream
use
was about
5.
of you choking. It was
Oh
here.
my gosh!
Oh fuck.
Oh shit.
Yeah. I said your lungs were burning. And they
Oh
were.
wow.
Yup.
So,
Yep.
but yeah, awesome map that I was able to make thanks to Forgotten Adventures. And if you like their stuff, you can check out their battle maps, their tokens, and their map assets to make maps like this, all on their Patreons and on their website, ForgottenAdventures.net. So we'll be here Wednesday. You guys had a traumatic week. Fears and Fortunes is going to have a traumatic week because one of their players has a really tragic backstory, and we're going to relive that backstory in a flashback on Wednesday. So that's going to be fun. I get to make someone cry. And then we'll be back next week for more of this. We have, what was this, episode 6? This is episode 6, right? I think so.
Yeah.
This is episode 6. So we have 4 episodes left, and then that is the end of our season. So we'll see where things go from there. But lastly, before we head out, I also just want to remind you all, if you like the show, please leave us a comment. Tell us what you think. Chat with us in the Discord. We're always happy to hear about what you think about the show. And also, lastly, one moment. Where is it? And don't forget that we have, of course, the Crit Awards that we have been nominated for Best Upcoming Channel, Best Series for Fears and Fortunes, Best Lyrical Song of the Year for Fears and Fortunes, and Best Player, How Do You Love Darlin', absolutely doing amazing work in Fears and Fortunes. And if you like the intro and soon to be outro for this show, Defenders of Phandelver, it is now on Spotify, and you can go listen to it and add it to your playlist and, enjoy it. That is all for us today, though. Guys, thank you. I'm glad you didn't get burned. I'm glad Leo's not dead. It was very close, though. And yeah, that's all for us. See you next time. Bye.
Bye.